Well, welcome back. How are we? Hope you're well. Welcome to sunny Southport. Yeah, I've never been to Southport before in my life, but all looks good. All looks walkable. So, checked in. My good old Premier Inn already, and it's got a pub attached to it. This one with its own name. So seems a little silly while I go and get me bearings. I might as well get started in this, mightn't we? Premier Inn is up here on this retail park type place, the Nando's and things. But it's called Ocean Plaza. It's a Brewers Fair, obviously. Most of them attached to Premier Inns are Brewers Fairs. So that will be stop one of the day. It's just a Brewers Fair, and when you say one, you've seen them all. So beer choices limited, Doom Bar on the handballs. So starting my day with a nice vodka and Diet Coke. Because yeah, there wasn't a beer I really fancied putting myself through at this time of day. Just gone 12, so let's get on with Southport. Yeah, there's nothing to show you. It's a Brewers Fair, so it looks like a Brewers Fair. Now, it probably hasn't escaped most people's attention. I'm normally quite critical of Marston's pubs, and Stop 2 sounds to be a Marston's pub, but when it's sort of this close to where the sea is, I felt I should probably come and check it out, you know, just for reasons of I kind of wanted to get to the beach, but the sea looks a bit far out, so let's go to the pub. The Marston's pub is the Gelder Rose. So probably the closest Marston's pub I've ever seen to a beach, literally that close. So that will be stop number 2 of my day. It's one of the carvery style Marston's, but it doesn't actually look too bad at all from the outside. You know what? As far as Marston's pubs go, I don't think they get much better than this one. It's actually quite nice, isn't it? Got myself a Peroni, so it's always nice to find. Yeah, like I can cope with Peroni. They've got San Miguel, Peroni, Guinness, and so on. I can cope with it. Yeah, the handfuls of pedigree and hobgoblins, but we can't have everything in life. But no, it's actually quite a nice boozer. Lovely beer garden space, right by the beach. Yeah, it's quite nice looking for a Marston's. So the carvery actually smells really good as well. Just have a quick look at the carvery. So it's got Peroni and stuff on, so I was happy with that. The carvery food does look pretty appetising to me and smells pretty great. So yeah, well done Marston's. I haven't found anything to moan about. Can't go wrong, can you? We're sitting out on a beer garden like this where you can see the beach. So that is yeah, pretty cool Marston's one. Time to walk under this, over the bridge, and then we're in pretty much the centre of Southport, I would imagine, where it looks to be littered with pubs. It's a 5-minute stroll over that lovely bridge over the water. It's actually quite a picturesque place. Don't know what I expected, but thus far, so far so good. It looks nice. Some grand old buildings, including that. We come past Funland, Southport Pier, onto there, get to that grand old looking building, but there is a pub just there, look. So not too far to walk. The pub is the Victoria. Definitely an old hotel of some description, whether or not it's still a fully functioning hotel or anything like that, I don't know, but at some point in its life I guarantee you that has been a hotel. But it looks to be run by Thwaites these days. Thwaites don't tend to do a bad job most of the time. So Victoria up next. Oh wow, yeah, it's very grand in here. Massive high ceilings, staircase, which yeah, like suggests to me that this definitely at some point has been a hotel. But it's a massive, great pub. This. So there's no ale on, limited tap stuff, but it's a gorgeous pub. Bit of bar. So Thwaites Smooth is one that obviously you only find in the Thwaites pubs. I've gone with a San Miguel for me in here. But it's yeah, the high ceilings, very grand looking ceilings. Things in this part out here where I was a minute ago, even higher. Look, the old pillars up to there. That is the Victoria. Short stroll then up into the main sort of the town centre part. Fish and chip shops galore, sticks of rock, candy floss, donuts, whatever you want. typical seaside town thus far. But the chap in Victoria said to me that one of the best pubs to visit around here was this. It's the Oast House. Set just on a side street off that's the main road that seems to go through from where I was. The Oast House can be found on the side street. Striking colour on the outside, but yeah, he said it's a really good pub. So that will be stop 4 of the day so far. Karaoke's on a Friday and Saturday. Bingo. Oh, I can't play bingo, but I'm not very good at it ever. Oast House up next. Lovely looking little pub. I think the beer choice I'm going to be lacking on much new beer today. It's all going to be a little bit generic so far from what I've seen anyway. But it's quirky. It's really cool in here. Nice little vibe. Lady running in the place is lovely. But yeah, I think the beer choice is going to be generic, so I'm back on a Moretti. Quirky decor, most definitely. But yeah, the beer choice is kind of similar, so Moretti for me again. But it is I love that. The chandelier type thing up there. Yeah, the decor is quite wicked, to be fair. It's quite cool. I love a bit of quirk. And this is the other side of it. So it's definitely what you would call quirky. But I like it. It looks it's interesting. Always something to look at. Oh, you look. Pretty cool little place, to be fair. Got a lounge bar, one of the nationwide chain, which is quite a grand building. But let's try and find some. There's loads of independent pubs and things, I think. So let's try and do them. But right up on the main town centre square bit, I suppose. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know anything about Southport really, so it's nice to wander and see some of the architecture and things like that as we go. But we're going to head this way for now. See what we find. I walk on, it's bustling because the sun's shining. Obviously, everybody has come out to see it, but I've walked for about another 2 minutes. And this is like a little independent. And this one's called George's Place. So it's a cafe bar style one. But I'd rather do a little independent one than I would a chain. So we'll do George's Place. Cafe bar. It's tiny, but it's really nice. The chap serving, very polite, and Brixton Pale on. So first time I've not had to go with just a normal lager so far, apart from the first one of the day. But yeah, it's nice to get something a little bit more meat. It's a little bit more meat. Nice little place. Sweet little place. So Brixton Reliance Pale, inches, Cruz Camo Moretti on the taps. But a very sweet little cafe bar with that lovely outdoor bit for the sun there. When the sun's out, that must do really well. I'm starting to realise this is another mammoth task. There is loads here, especially walk down this sort of promenade type bit. Loads and loads. So I'm going to go with some of the recommendations that were dropped on various Facebook posts, which next then will see me in here. Bold. Massive, great place. So all of these side streets down they lead down to the beachfront and stuff like that. So this seems to be the busiest part of the area. Yeah, literally bars, cocktail lounges, everywhere you look. But the Bold up next and 6 of the day. Function Hotel still, by the looks of it, massive great place. Very, very swanky looking inside. Salt, alpaca lips. I'll have that. But here I've actually got a cask ale as well. Winner. First one I've seen all day, apart from the Masters ones, which don't count. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this. On in here then, so alpaca lips is what I have gone for, but record leg on there, so Holly would be happy. But look, cask ale. For the first time today, barring the Masters, a cask ale. But this is a massive, great building. So, Punch Tarmies that I was in Liverpool last night. There is a sister pub just over the road, another Punch Tarmies, and the same guy that owns them owns this. So it's safe to say I'm a big fan of what he does. Definitely though, a huge believer in this guy's vision and the way he does stuff. I do think they are excellent. That carvery as well smells phenomenal. But this super outdoor space again out on the front for it. It's a really, really good business that. Sort of covers all bases. A bit of zigzagging up and down the roads to try and make sure I get to them all in a relatively sensible fashion. But I don't mind. It's not exactly a bad day to be walking around near the seaside, is it? So next up is one of the ones that was most heavily shouted out on the Facebook post, so I'm expecting big things. And the pub in question, a Windmill. Yeah, lots and lots of shout outs to. I'll make sure we get to this one. Again, really good outdoor space on the front. This is something you don't find in a lot of like big cities, centres and things like that, but down by the seaside, find it quite a lot. So the Windmill is my 7th stop so far, and I'm looking forward to this one. As you know, I'm always a big fan of anywhere that looks after the doggies with some water and some bowls provided. So yeah, they're doing well so far. Finally, a tick for a first new beer of the day, one that I can put on Untapped that I've never had before. Acorn Brewery, so the Barnsley-based brewery Acorn. There's a couple of theirs on. I haven't had either, but Acorn Blonde, first Untapped tick of the day. And yes, I 100% get why this was recommended heavily to me. So, 2 from them. So I've gone with the blonde for my own choice for this time. But actually, so yeah, some decent beers on in this one, as well as a rustic sort of vibe to the pub. Obviously, the old boys and stuff come and drink in here a lot, but some decent bits on, and another one from Black Sheep around on that side. And if you want the cider, the Roses Pig. Yeah, good pub. See why it was recommended. I did say there was a little bit of zigzagging to do, didn't I? So I'm back down at the waterfront now, the lake area, which I walked over the bridge from the start earlier today, because there's this tiny little pub down here. I thought this is well worth coming to see, and it does look pretty tiny. And it's the Lakeside Inn. It's very aptly named, because as you can see, it is pretty much lakeside. So that will be my 8th stop of the day so far, but doesn't look very big from the outside. Apparently it's even smaller on the inside. So let's go and get a bevy in the Lakeside Inn. As you see from the outside, rather than get in, it calls itself the smallest pub in Britain. So it's definitely going to be tiny, isn't it? I thought the signal box in Cleethorpes was, but we'll see. Yeah, what can I say? I absolutely love it. I love things like this. I love things that have got a quirky story or a quirky twist to them or something like that. It's pretty small. So it would be a proper pub, not a micro pub. Yeah, I know, that's the signal box is you can really fit about 2 people. Does that count as a pub? Does it just count as a bar in a thing? I don't really know. So I'm not going to say they're wrong. I'm not going to say that they're not the smallest pub in Britain, because it is pretty small. But it's got 3 cask ales and stuff on. It's just a nice little place. Otherwise, so I've gone with this Pride of Pendle. That's nice to yeah, finally found some ales on around. It is absolutely lovely. It's a lovely little place. But the whole extent, the whole size of it is what you can see here. That is that. So it is definitely pretty small. Is it the smallest? I said, we don't know. But this the decking out here is obviously getting some maintenance work. But I bet you that's another absolutely gorgeous place to sit out on, especially when the sun is shining. So yeah, big fan of this. Absolutely. So I'm back up the same road that I came down, because we need to start getting up there and working back on ourselves now. Good day so far though. Back up to the top of the street there, where the Bold is, literally over the road from that. And it's Punch Tarmies, owned by the same chap that owns that. And after last night's Punch Tarmies in Liverpool, where I was absolutely blown away. If you haven't seen that, Liverpool Visit 6, towards the end of the video you will find a Punch Tarmies in Liverpool, and it was just breathtakingly beautiful, absolutely amazing. So looking forward to doing this. Hopefully it can compare. They're unlucky in the fact that the Punch Tarmies in Liverpool is an old brewery, it's old Kane's brewery site, so you're not going to replicate that kind of building very easily. But this, again, they've done a wonderful job with it. So it's part of the hotel next door as well, Lord's something hotel I think it's called. So it looks really good. Again, it's very in keeping with the one last night, apart from the fact that it's obviously not got the wells and things downstairs. But yeah, it looks great. So here is your beer choices, including some cask ale and stuff. The Guinness is top notch as well. So live music every Friday and Saturday in here, but it does look absolutely great. So it may not have the old brewery feel like the one last night does, but honestly this is a belter. 100% one that I would say you should definitely be coming down to see, and definitely put it on your list to visit. A little bit ahead of myself in my haste to want to get into Punch Tarmies, but I'm really glad. What a boozer again. Honestly, these guys really know their stuff. So a little ahead of myself by going in there first. Then another one further down. So I'm walking back down that street that I was on. Again, nothing very far to walk, which is good. But yeah, there are a couple, if not three maybe, down here. So we'll have to walk back past Punch Tommy's and carry on the rest of our route. You tell me how you say it. The Ra Bar? Yeah, probably that, isn't it? I would spell Ra R-A-H, but you know, that probably makes more sense than an R-A bar, the Ra Bar. So that will be my next stop. Again, outdoor space. So this is the strip I was walking along earlier, where the bowl is. So the Ra Bar up next. I've been with sort of inside a lot of them today, because the music in all of them, every single pub, the music seems to have been, or certainly 90% of the music seems to have been really loud, which is not good for YouTube. They're forever going to go at me about loud music. I have to cut the song, it's just a nightmare. But yeah, good, pleasant enough looking a little place. For a cider, first cider there, Summersby cider. Don't judge. It's so nicely enough presented a little bar. But there's my cider. The cider's actually alright. I don't normally have Summersby, but it's alright. But yeah, it's nice enough looking little place. More cocktail and wine sort of bar. Music in all these pubs today is louder than it normally is in pubs. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm not tolerant to loud noise anymore. Right, one of the next ones I wanted to do was this. In, but that looks like it is well and truly closed down. So definitely will not be doing that. But there is another one just up here somewhere. Is this just at the end of the little road? So a Maverick. So same guy that owns Punch Tommy's, same guy that owns the Bold, and obviously Punch Tommy's in Liverpool as well. Also owns Mavericks. So that will be my next stop then, because that one is definitely still functioning. I said all of their stuff so far I thought has been absolutely brilliant. So Mavericks up next. This one is probably the least me of the lot that they've got that I've been in so far, but there's some real diversity in the stuff that they've got in their little quota book of what they own. So this is the one on it's like a big American dive bar. It's not a dive bar, it's far too big, but it's like an American sports bar, so to speak. And yeah, it does what it says in the tin very, very well. Yeah, it's got a Statue of Liberty there, isn't it? Like it's got the American vibe going. And it does look like an American style sort of bar, doesn't it? So plenty of screens up to watch the sport and stuff in as well. And the eagle, can't go wrong with an eagle. If you want to create the authentic American thing, always put an eagle in. So yeah, it's a decent bar. It does exactly what you'd expect it. Those cool jukeboxes and stuff as well. But as far as like American sports bar type venues go, it looks pretty good. Behind that was the next one I was going to do, Cooper's. Bar at a live music venue. That is also shut, so we can't do that either. On we move. Let's come back past Punch Tommy's then, to walk down that side street. This is another one that was hugely recommended. It's one that I would love, and it does look to be a real old beauty from the outside as well. So this one, the Guest House. Yeah, first one of that sort of aesthetic that I've seen all day in Southport. Love all the old white buildings with the black panelling and beams and stuff on the front of them, so nice to see one today. So that will be stop 12 of the day thus far in Chester, and yeah, heavily recommended, so looking forward to it. Okay, so yeah, this is just wild. So you walk through the door, it's old, it's traditional, it's been so well preserved, and it just looks like an old school British pub should look. Ales coming out of your ears. There are maybe 10 to choose from, all good styles. Again, the cask side of things. But the place just looks great. It really, really does. This is a 10 out of 10 pub. 100% 10 out of 10 pub. Let's start by showing you the beer line. So so much cask ale things on offer in here. The place is just, I think, absolutely phenomenal. So some out here as well, loads of great ones. But this is what an old school traditional pub should feel like, should look like. Every part of it really does the trick. It ticks all of my boxes. I think it's absolutely incredible. This is the sort of pub. These are the ones that I fight so hard to save and to keep going, because they do look absolutely wonderful. I mean, look how beautiful this is. To have been preserved as gorgeously as this for however long it's been here. Some wonderful stained glass. It's just an absolute gem of a place. Honestly, it's breathtakingly beautiful. So really pleased to have got out to it to see. I said these are the heritage. This is the history of what we fight to do. Keep these as long as we can. Protect them at all costs. Because it doesn't really get much more beautiful than this, does it? That's a boozer. What a great pub. Found a town centre. That's in the shopping park town centre. By walking along. Now I'm going to say this Hogton Street. H-O-G-H-T-O-N. Could be Hofton, could be Hogton. I don't know. There's so many people pronounce things so differently that I don't really know what the locals would refer to it as. But I'm going to call it Hogton Street. And if you walk on Hogton Street, you will come to therefore what I'm going to call the Hogton Arms. Grand old pub. Apparently it's just changed its name. It wasn't called that until recently. And it has been temporarily closed and just reopened. So, fair play. It's nice to see pubs reopening rather than closing it for once. So that will be my stop 13 of the day. Unlucky for some, but I'm sure not for me because it looks a good boozer. On both fronts, apparently the Horton Arms is how it says. Horton. Why are things so complicated? Why can't everything just be spelled the way it's supposed to be? Again, why is the music so loud everywhere in Southport? The music is loud, loud, loud. But yeah, it's a nice pub though. Glad to see it reopen rather than being closed. It would be a tragedy to lose this. It's a locals local style place. So it's nice, it's friendly, it's big, it's got plenty of space in it. The music is far too loud. But yeah, it's a nice friendly pub. No matter, head back towards where I was earlier and hang a right down a little side street that is called Anchor Street. And walk down here to the other one that so many people now have been saying to me, oh, you've got to go to this one, you've got to go to this one, you've got to go to this one. So guess what? I'm going to go to this one. And it is a Robinson's pub. It's a Robinson's pub that's called the Mason's Arms. So it says on one of the barrels out there, Southport's hidden gem. So I like a Robinson's pub. Been in many Robinson's pubs up and down the country now. And this one does look very nice. And it comes highly recommended. So, Mason's Arms is my next stop. I think I've said before, Robinsons don't tend to do bad pubs. They really don't. Robinsons always, again, seem to buy aesthetically pleasing, historic, wonderful buildings and maintain everything that was good about them anyway. And this is honestly, it says outside Southport's hidden gem. You know what? I'd go with that. So in here, a couple on from Buxton Brewery. I love Buxton Brewery, so I've got myself a gatekeeper, a nice first porter of the day for me. Nottingham Heroes, Castle Rock, also in amongst the taps. So I see the Unicorn is always on with them. And there is, I'm a big fan of this Unicorn Neon Sunset. I think it's an absolute banger of a beer. But this is a little place in general. It is a lovely little layout in here. Really cool, really quirky. Not very big in the whole pub, but these are absolutely exceptional on the front as well. The bar looks lovely. It is just a gorgeous little pub, absolutely gorgeous. 14 so far, and I've barely done one side of that big crossroads part up there. So Southport, worth 2 visits at least, if not maybe 2.5 visits. But at the moment, everyone's really friendly. It's a great little, as far as seaside towns go, I'm not always the biggest lover of seaside towns. Sometimes they can be a bit rough, a bit ropey, and not have much going for them. But the beer quality has picked up as we've gone. Found plenty of great pubs on that side. Let's go and see what this side's got to offer, shall we? Walking along this side, we come to this. I mean, pints from £2.70, house doubles from £3.50. House doubles from £3.50, including a mixer. An L's Glass House. Karaoke, Mad Mondays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. What if you want to do karaoke on a Tuesday though? Like honestly, if you want to do karaoke on a Tuesday, where do you go? I can't not go down that alleyway, can I? Honestly, that kid that gets lured into the sewer by the scary clown in it. Like, oh, do you want a lollipop? Do you want a beer? Do you want a cheap? Yeah, do you want a cheap beer? Yeah, come down here, mate. Yeah, I know. If I die down here, avenge my death. Here we have it. L's Glass House. Stop 15 the day so far. I've got a half double vodka and Diet Coke. £3.70. Including the ice. Didn't even have to pay extra for the ice. No, £3.70. What world do we live in where you can get a double vodka and Diet Coke for £3.70? London, listen to me. London, take note. You can do it this cheap. This is, again, it's a local's local, but when prices like that, I mean, I'd say, I know it's Carling, but it can't say Carling, £2. Beer off for the week. Moretti, £3. Moretti, £3. £3 for a Moretti. That is absolutely insane prices. But yeah, this is why it's called the Glass House. Again, the music's loud, but we won't hold that against them. That, honestly, that £3.70. That is one of the friendliest, most fun experiences, but most fun places you could ever hope to be. Honestly, the people in there, they're salt of the earth, lovely people. Apparently, that's one of Southport's roughest pubs. Honestly, if that's rough, like you lot nick up Finchley on a Tuesday or something. But no, this is why I do it. You get the experiences of everything we do. You get completely different, opposite ends of the scale of class or sophistication, whatever you want to call it. But they are some of the nicest people I've ever met. I would 100% go back in there every time I come to Southport. 100%. And again, I walk along and there's this big A board pointing me down here, a street. I was heading to this, the old Dublin alert. I'll get to this. Right, tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the old Dubliner and I'm going to see what else I get down that way, and then we are going to head back. We are definitely going to go in Avenue. The old Dubliner, next, A-U-L-D way of spelling old. I love that. Right, there is definitely already a karaoke or something going on here. It's certainly some form of DJ. It's probably a karaoke, so let's do the old Dubliner. I'm up for the party now. It's a Thursday night. It's only like 7:30. It's vibing. Proper vibing. Karaoke. I'm well up for the crack now. I am. I think it's. I'm absolutely loving this stuff. So much variety. I've seen so much different stuff today. But I'm loving it. Vibing. Honestly, it is. They're having a great time. Again, it's just people enjoying themselves. You know. That is the old Dubliner. Oh yeah, a bit of karaoke. You can't knock it, can you? That karaoke was being really good. To be fair, it was really well done. Geezer belted out "If I Can Dream" by Elvis. I sang along, like the person I am that sits in the corner singing along. I haven't got time to queue up for karaoke. We've got pubs to get to, but yeah, what a tune that is. You've never heard it? "If I Can Dream" by Elvis. My melody good. Right. Honestly, I'm having a great day. I'm tipsy as well, man. Might have been those double vodkas for £3.50. I ended up with 2. Someone in there bought me a double vodka. Yeah. Right. We're carrying on. I'll see the pub. That then is the Southport coaster. Now I heard about this earlier on my Facebook. No one recommended it, and then someone went, no one recommending the coaster, which suggests to me that it was probably an ironic no one mentioned the coaster. But you know what? Thus far, I've had some of the greatest times of my day in some of the pubs where people go, I don't go in there. So next up, Southport coaster. I can't work out if it was ironic that no one shouted this out or it just got forgotten, because actually, you know what, it's not a bad boozer in the size. Couple of ales on, or one of them's Hobgoblin, but one of them red. Seven Brothers, a Sunset IPA from them. There's another karaoke game. What a karaoke! Southport is the place to come, I'm telling you. The darts is on. What's not to like about this pub? Yeah, the darts is on, couple of ales, so yeah, Seven Brothers IPA, but yeah, the darts is on. Yeah, I think it's a Marston's. It looks like it should be a Marston's. Plus we've got Hobgoblin on, so maybe it is a Marston's. But it's a big old place. There is plenty of space, and another karaoke in full swing. What have we learned about Southport so far today? If you want to do a karaoke, you can definitely farm one. I'm pretty sure every night of the week you find a karaoke around here. I really want to sing Elvis, If I Can Dream now. I suppose I can dream about it. I'm here all week. I'm actually not, I'm only here for tonight. But we haven't done one of these today. It's the spoons. The local spoons. I don't know what it's called yet. I can't even tell you. I didn't do my research before I got here. There's the Henry Seagrave. There's the local spoons. Maybe an old hotel building. I don't know. I'm sure someone will know in the comments. Do let me know what this building was once. But that is next. So Henry Seagrave. To get in, see what the carpet looks like. Busy. There's no karaoke, but it wouldn't be spoons. I have 100% seen this carpet in another Spoons though. This is not a new carpet. I have seen this carpet somewhere else. I have definitely seen that carpet in another Wetherspoons. So they're not all unique. Decent enough guest ales and stuff on. Table service was fine, and it's a reasonable size spoons. Okay, I'm on 18 pubs so far today. Dusk is about to set in upon us, and it's going to get dark. And I know there are still quite a few back the way I was earlier that need getting to yet. So we're going to head back that way. Definitely want to do that Avenue live music one. Chop House, Rock Bar, that's on my list still. I mean, even if I just do them, that takes me to 20. But let's face it, no one believes I'm only doing 2 more today. Back down the road and we spied a sign again, so we're gonna go where the sign says. We're gonna is then Avenue. I don't think there's gonna be live music today. It does look a little quiet, which is a shame. But I was starting to finish at Chop House. And Chop House is apparently that big dark building on the edge there. So maybe not open on a Thursday. I don't know. This Foghorn Bar not open. I don't know. Right, but Avenue. Anyway, let's do Avenue. Avenue is my next sport calling. I spoke too soon. Just when I said that I don't think there's going to be live music in here tonight because it's quiet. The guy turns up to set up for the live music. Apparently they start at 9, give or take, and it's only about 25 past, half past 8 now. So yeah, I was wrong. Got it wrong. This is a gorgeous little bar. I'm tipsy as... Yeah, oh well. It's a beautiful little bar. Yeah, ignore the fact that I'm tipsy now. Ooh, even hiccuping. One hiccup, I think, though. Apocalypse is amongst the taps here. Aside from that, like, tap-wise not mine. So, Jack Daniels in. I'm Jack Daniels in, but cheap. There's only £4.30. Jack Daniels and Coke. Not bad, not bad, not bad. You know what, I bet when this is full for the live music, well, this is absolutely banging. Everything I've been saying earlier today as well. I spotted this on the wall. If the music is too loud, you're too old. Yeah, it's me. It's me. In goal, my finish point, my final stop of the night, Chop House. Yeah, don't open on Thursdays. You plan. However, there are still a couple that I definitely had on the list to get to today that I've not got to yet. So we're going to head that way and get in them. We walk straight across, and this was one of them that I definitely wanted to get to. And I'm a bit gutted that I'm a bit late getting out here, to be fair, but it is called Tap and Bottles. So yeah, a lot of people have said this. A lot of people have said to me, you'll like Tap and Bottles. So, Tap and, yeah, it's hidden away down this little alleyway on Beer Street. I mean, it's not really called Beer Street, but that's my life, Beer Street. So, Tap and Bottles up next. That's all day, get to the micropub, get to the micropub, get to the micropub. Because I knew I'd be guaranteed good beer, a lovely environment, and a quality experience in it. So we finally got here. I was always going to get here at some point, but you know, but beer-wise, yeah, they're on point. Absolutely on point with this, like real good. Talk about the beers in here. So I've got the Twisted Barrel one wrapped in Sabro, which I am really impressed by. Cask galore, which we knew there would be. Jute salt up on the back, but always make sure you get to the micropub. This the micropub is often my favourite one of anywhere you go, isn't it? And this is absolutely no exception. I think it's a super little place. 100% get yourself down to Tap and Bottles. Julian the Gaffer, absolutely lovely fella, deserves the world. Honestly, like gets it. Understands how pubs work. Just yeah, he's running a great little place. Did make the mistake of asking him my thoughts on pubcos and what my question. But you know what a lovely fella. So a top little mug. But right, I'm going to do one more because I'm feeling slightly tipsy. I don't like getting in this state. I've got this video to edit when I get in here as well. So one more. One commented on the Facebook said, "Come and have a beer here." Let's go have a beer there. Final one then will be, but there is a skip pub shop opposite, so loving that. Tonight's final stop is going to be the Wellington. So 21 ticked off. I know I haven't got around it all, so I'm happy with what I've done today. Done a real good mix of great pubs. Looking forward to coming back to Southport and doing more. But yeah, the Wellington then will be my final pub stop of the night. Final stop of the night. So. Paddock cleansing Blue Wicked, you know, let's hear it. But proper community level. It's a nice way to finish the night again. Good people, good prices, good vibe. Bit of sport, bit of a full sail. Just yeah, bit of killers. So here you go. Like honestly, final way to finish the night. So nice to see. Nice to see. Really nice to see a cast out on. Gorgeous old building, gorgeous old pub. Nice to see it still thriving and doing well. And you know what? Yeah, it does appear to be doing well. So great place to end 21 pubs for the day. Ending the night in a kebab shop. Never a bad thing. Honestly, yeah, this has been a really good thing. So I know there's loads that I didn't get to, that I actually wanted to get to that we haven't made. So looks like I'll have to do a Southport round 2 very soon. But thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. After Will, so tomorrow. See you there.